Sum number 9. The figure is given 7.12. A cylindrical wrapper of flat tablet is shown. So you can see very clearly it is mentioned cylindrical wrapper. The radius of a tablet is 7 mm and its thickness is 5 mm. Mm means millimeter. How many such tablets are wrapped in the wrapper? So you can see the wrapper is very clearly given as a cylindrical structure there, and the height is given as 10 centimeter. The diameter is given as 14 millimeter. Okay, this is about the wrapper. Now when you look about the flat tablet, if I have to draw a tablet, it will be something like this. So I even feel this is also cylindrical tablet. Yes or no? So the radius of the tablet is 7 mm. See, so you can correlate. Wrapper is 14 mm and the tablet is 7 mm. So 7 is half of 14. That is what I am trying to tell you. Diameter is 14, so radius is 7 mm. And the thickness is, that is the height is, this is the thickness. Your thickness is 5 mm. So the tablet is given in terms of millimeter and the wrapper is given in terms of centimeter. So it is up to us that we have to convert it into the either into millimeter or convert all the distance, that is the lengths, into centimeter. Okay. Now, how many tablets are wrapped? That means, like this, how many tablets will fit into this wrapper? Is that very clear? So, how do we find it? We can find the volume of the wrapper divided by volume of the tablet. When you do that, you will get how many tablets can be kept inside that wrapper. Now, to start with the sum for the wrapper. Yes, if you want, you can specify the shape so that you remember about the dimension. Cylindrical wrapper, diameter is given. Diameter D is 14 mm, which I can write as 1.4 centimeter. Agreed or not? Because 1 centimeter is 10 mm. Is that very clear? Or you can do the other way, you can divide it and convert centimeter into millimeter, but we will do it in centimeter itself. And therefore, what is the radius? Radius is 1.4 divided by 2, giving us 0.7 centimeter. This is for the wrapper. Height, that is the total length. Agreed or not? H is 10 centimeter. So all are in centimeter so far. For the tablet, also we need R and H. So what is R given for us already? I'll put R1. Yes, 7 mm, which is nothing but 0.7 centimeter divided by 10. Same way, the thickness is the height here, that is equal to 5 mm, 0.5 centimeter. Is that very clear? Number of tablets equal to. Same way, I hope you remember we had done something similar before also to find number of jugs every time. Yes. So what do you write here? Volume of wrapper divided by volume of tablet. That means one tablet. So what is the volume given by? Formula is the same. Pi. Here we have R square H and and here we have pi r1 square h1. Yes or no? Now pi gets cancelled, they take care of each other. That helps us a lot in the calculation, girls. R is how much here? 0.7 into 0.7 into h is 10. While of the tablet it is 0.7 again. 0.7 into 0.5. So you find these things getting cancelled. You get 10 upon 0.5. If I remove this decimal by one place, 10 will become 100 upon 5. So what is 100 upon 5? That is equal to 20 tablets. Is that very clear? Understood? Okay. Then we go for the next one. That is the 10th one. For the 10th one, again you have a figure there. There are two parts in that. A conical part and a hemispherical part, right? You can see very clearly they have given us that conical part, right? And the radius is 3 centimeter. Perpendicular height is 4 centimeter. And now they are asking us to find the volume and surface area of the toy. If I have to find the volume, I have to find the volume of the cone. What is the formula? 1 upon 3 pi r square h. Do we have this? Yes. If I have to find the volume of the hemisphere, it is 2 upon 3 pi r cube. Do we have r? Yes. So for volume done. Next comes curved surface area. What is the curved surface area? They are asking you what is the curved surface area of the toy. So what is the curved surface area? Surface area of the toy. So in that means it is total surface area of the toy. If I have to find total surface area of the toy, if this whole thing is an entire one toy, I have to find curved surface area of cone plus curved surface area of hemisphere. So for cone, what we need? What is the formula? Pi r L. So L is not given. And what is curved surface area of hemisphere? Curved surface area. So it is 2 pi r square. Do we know r? Yes. So L is unknown again. Is that very clear? So when we start the sum, you have to think a lot and analyze the sum first so that you can go further. So how do we start the sum now? Yes, very correct. First and foremost, we write for the conical part, then for the hemispherical part. Yes, start writing. Now you know how to write, right? For the conical part of the toy, what all we have? We have radius bracket r, that is equal to 3 centimeter, height bracket h equals to 4 centimeter. What we don't know is slant height bracket L equals to question mark. This is for the conical part. Next, coming for the hemispherical part. Radius is the only thing what we need to know. And here the best thing is both the radius are same, so we keep it as r itself. Now, volume of the toy equals to volume of conical part plus volume of hemispherical part. Yes girls, I hope it's quite clear. Now you know the formula, so substitute the formula. 1 upon 3 pi r square h plus 2 upon 3 pi r cube. What is common? 1 upon 3 is common, pi is common, r square is common. So what remains? H plus r. H plus, yes, 2r. Got it? So substitute now. 1 upon 3 into. Is the pi value given to us? Yes. So we have to stick to that. 3.14. R is 3 squared bracket. H is 4 plus 2 into 3. So what do we have here? Is 1 upon 3 into 3.14 as it is. I open 3 into 3 as well as I do the bracket here. 4 plus 6 is 10. So 3 cancels. 10 will help me to shift the decimal by one place. So what do I have? First I multiply by 3. I get is 12.56 when I multiply with this as there 12.56. So one place the decimal shifts. So it becomes 125.6 centimeter cube. Yes or no? Correct? Centimeter cube. Followed girls? So therefore what do we have is, okay, it is, yes, somebody found it wrong. What is it then? 942. Correct? 9.42. So when you multiply it by 10, you get 94.2. Yeah. 12. This into 4 is 12.56. I am so sorry. Next, going to find the total surface area. So I need all this as it is. Before that, what we have to find? Yes, girls, what we have to find? L. So what is L? L equal to square root of r square plus h square. So what is it equal to? R 3 square plus 4 square, giving us 9 plus 16, that is root 25, that is equal to 5. So L is 5 centimeter. Next, what we have to find? Total area. So total area equals to I hope you remember I had already written the formula before just to make you understand. Curved surface area of conical part plus curved surface area of hemispherical part, right? That is equal to pi r l plus 2 pi r square. Again something is common, that is pi and r. We are left with l and 2r, right? So therefore substitute pi is given as 3.14, r is given as 3, l is 5 plus 2 into 3. What you get is 3.14 into 3 in what you have here, 3 to the 6 plus 5 is 11. Oh, so 3.14 into 33. So we have 942, again a 942, 2, 6. So you have is 10362. Decimal after 2 place. This much centimeter square. Is that clear? So with that we finish the sum. That is a 10th sum. See girls, now you have to work along with me, otherwise it's taking a lot of time. Or I'll give you homework. Yeah, I think the 11th sum can be given as homework for you. Find the surface area and the volume of a beach ball wherein the dimension is shown in the figure. What is the dimension shown? The whole diameter is 42. If the diameter is 42, what is the radius? Yes, 21. So you can take that radius and find the surface area. What is the formula for surface area for a sphere? 4 pi r square. And since it is 21, what you are getting the radius as, it will be always comfortable to take pi as 22 upon 7. What is the volume formula again? 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Followed, girls? So 11th sum I am sure that you can do on your own. Now let us go for sum number 12. I hope by this time you have finished writing. Now for sum number 12, read the question properly, girls. First and foremost is for you to understand the concept what you had studied in 9th standard with regard to upthrust, buoyancy and all that. I hope you remember Archimedes principle. Yes. So if you remember that, this sum will go easier for you. You have a cylinder and it is filled with water. And inside you have a how we find ring is put inside the glass like that. There is one sphere put inside here to make a sum for you. Okay, so that is a difference. This is not a ring, here is a sphere. Okay, a naughty sphere to trouble you. So now what is said in the question as shown in the figure, a cylindrical glass contains water. It is water. Okay, and it is having a height, as you can see in the figure, the water has taken the height up to 30 centimeter. No response, girls. Not even a single laughter I can hear from your end. Very bad. A metal sphere of diameter 2 centimeter. So there is a sphere whose diameter is 2 centimeter. So what is the radius? Very simple, 1 centimeter. Find the volume of the water. Yes, tell me, by putting this one solid, it is a metal sphere, what happens to the water? Yes, volume of the water will increase. Why? Because of the volume what is immersed in the liquid. Right? I hope you remember this. A very simple experiment what you have done already in, I remember seeing you all doing with that. Some ball you put and the water is dispersed and accordingly you have this law, Archimedes principle. Yes. So therefore, are they asking us the volume of the sphere? No. Are they asking us the volume of the cylinder? No. What are they asking? They are asking us volume of the water in the cylindrical glass. But indirectly, what are they asking us? They are asking us everything. That is, they are asking us to find the volume of water in that cylindrical glass. They are asking us to find volume of the spherical ball, and hence we can find what is the volume of the water, because volume of the water will rise little because of the sphere. If I remove the sphere, I will get exactly what is the volume of the water inside. So for me to get exactly the volume of the water, I have to remove the sphere. That means from the entire volume what I have right now with the sphere in minus volume of the sphere what is put in will give me the volume of water. Have you understood the concept here? If you understand, the sum is very simple. Then you understand that you have to find volume of the cylindrical glass with water. You are also find volume of the sphere. Hence when we subtract, we get what is the volume of the water in the cylindrical vessel. Yes or no? So to start with, what all dimensions are given? Even the radius is given, the diameter is given as 14 centimeter. Okay, so let us start. For the sphere, or the spherical, what is the specific word given in the question? Metal sphere. Now let us stick to that only. For the metal sphere, we need only, yes, very correct, radius. But is the radius given? No. What is given? Diameter. What is the diameter? D. That is 2 centimeter. Radius bracket R is equal to D upon 2, 2 upon 2, so 1 centimeter. Is that very clear? Understood? So therefore, for the cylindrical glass, radius again here, sorry, not the radius, again we have is the diameter. Diameter bracket D equals to 14 centimeter. Radius bracket D, sorry, R equals to D upon 2. 14 upon 2, that is 7 centimeter. Height, have they given us the height of the cylinder? No, they have given us height of the water level. Is that very clear? So height of the water level is H, 30 centimeter. After this, what are we to find? Volume of water equals to volume of water in cylindrical glass with sphere minus volume of metal sphere. So what are the formulas involved now? Pi R square H minus, yeah, we have two different R, so we will take for this as R1. Okay, so minus, correct, 4 upon 3 pi R1 cube. Is there anything which we can take out common? No. Pi, yes, pi can be removed. R square, what is R for the cylindrical glass is 7 square into H is 30 minus 4 upon 3 into R1 cube. Wow, 1 cube, very difficult to calculate. Yes? Okay. Have you found it? What is the answer? Pi as it is. 7 square is 49 into 30. Okay, minus 4 upon 3. Yes or no? Okay, now let us solve further. Equalize the denominator. Shall I calculate it here? I hope it's okay for you guys. Equal to, let us keep pi values given in the question? No. So we keep pi there. We'll substitute later. 49, so to make it upon 3, we have 49 into 9, right? 9 9s are 81, 8. 36 plus 4 is 441 and a 0 minus 4. So 22 upon 7 into, when I subtract, what do I get? 406 divided by 3. See what we get when we divide this by 3. Is it divisible? Plus 8 is 44. So is it divisible by 7? 35. You get is 9, 90. Sorry, 7 6s are 42, 20. 7 2s are 14. So you get 66. Again, it is not divisible, right? And even by 3 also it is not divisible. So what we do is multiply. On multiplication, what do we get is 4406 into 22. We get a bigger number. Yes, girls, calculate first and let me know what is the answer. Okay, we will not put the pi. We keep the pi as it is because it is not helping us. Let us directly divide this by 3. What do we get is 1, 14, 4 3s are 12, 20, 6 are 18, 26. 26 means 9s are 27, so 8s are 24, 20 again, 666 pi centimeter square. So naughty like the sphere. The answer is also naughty. Okay, so you get is 1468.666 pi centimeter square.